rolling through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Fearless, that says it all, folks. Welcome back to the program. This is Chris live in central Pennsylvania for this final Currie Cup match of the 2024 season, regular season that is. The semifinals begin next week at Ellis Park and Loftusversfeld in Joburg and Pretoria, respectively. The features will be the Lions hosting the Cheetahs, who slipped into the playoffs, and then the Bulls hosting the Surging Sharks, a rematch of today's game, which we're about to get started on. For the Sharks at fullback, it's Jordan Hendrickson. On the right wing, it's Letile Besta. In the center, inside outside center, Lorenzo Julius and Ethan Hooker. Makazole Mapimpi makes the start on the left wing. Sia Masuku at the fly half. Bradley Davis is the scrum half. Pepsi Buthelezi in the number 8 jersey. Vincent Chichuka is the captain. He's wearing the 7 jersey. Emmanuel Chichuka, the brothers are in there. And then Emil van Heerden and Gebrand Grubler are the locks. In the front row, it's Hanro Jacobs, Dylan Richardson, and Duku Chunu. Off the bench, Fez Mbata, Trevor and Kanye. Boy, it's from a Springbok starter to the bench on the Sharks. Rowan Dreyer, Corne Rawl, Lapis Labaskakni, Cameron Wright, Lionel Cronje, and Yaku Williams. That's the bench for the Sharks right there. A number of players are injured. Andre Esterhuizen, Brad Renneke, Dan Justa, Diego Palas, Edwin Cater has been out for a while. Hakeem Kunene. You can see all these names down there. People have been out for a while. Even Yao Penke is out now for the Sharks. For the Bulls, down from the Highveld to the East Coast. It's a matchup between the Bulls and the Sharks. The Bulls, Devin Williams at fullback, former Puma, seeing brighter days now with a regularly winning franchise. Henry Immelman on the right wing. David Creel and Harold Forster are your centers. Sibongile Novuka on the left wing. Yaku van de Walt is the fly half. Ambrose Papier is the scrum half. Cameron Hanneken, Pilo Gumede, Marcel Coetzee is the captain. Kobus Wiese, Janis Kirsten, and Wilco Lok. Vilcolo, Alka van der Merwe, Jacques van Rooyen. Off the bench, Johan Grubela, Corne Lavagna, Francois Kloppe, Sintu Majesi, Nizam Kar, Zach Berger, Botte Chamberlain, Stedman Hans, former Blitzbach star. The official for this one is Griffin Colby. And on the side, at the TMO, it's Morne Ferreira, folks. They've been working hard all weekend, these South African officials. Welcome back to the program. This is Chris live in central Pennsylvania. Always a pleasure to have you join me. Be sure to hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, If you're not a subscriber, why don't you become one? We are about 2 minutes away from the start of this one. Let me get my feed and see if I've got it. I do indeed have my feed, but it's not live. There we go. All right. It looks like it's raining in Durban. Hardly a surprise down on the East Coast of South Africa. Tropical weather down there. Well, this game really doesn't matter for anything other than bragging rights. It won't change the position, who will get to the playoffs or what's going on. It will just be the same all the way. So the Sharks really have some momentum. The Bulls were beaten for the first time all season last week in the 9th week of the season, and you know they're not happy about that. Fans certainly not happy about it. Change your shirt, says LFG Royalty. Robin Morrison, welcome to you. Go Bulls. Brandon Duplessis, hey, I'll be a little late. Okay, Big G's in from Vietnam saying thanks for the commentary. You're a star, 20 likes from Vietnam. Well, it's my pleasure, Big G. It's exhausting, though. I did so many games yesterday. Really wears you out. And renewed mine, Bulls 30, Sharks 24. Go Bulls. That seems like a good prediction. We'll see how it goes. Call Me Novak is here. Christian gave a super chat. I say thank you for that. That's a decent bull. So yeah, okay. I don't want to hear any excuses from MV Velman when we talk Tuesday about the Bulls playing against a URC side, because the Bulls are playing a URC side. I mean, this is pretty much a URC side. Good to see Marcel Coetzee back out on the pitch. Helene Borga, welcome to you. All right, Sharks making their way out in their hideous jerseys. I have the much better looking jersey, the URC jersey. They've got their Currie Cup jerseys, the Hollywood Bets jerseys. Ugh, horrible looking. Right, well, don't worry, folks. I'll do a kit change at halftime. Just remind me. Looks like bad weather. Let's see how that affects the game. The Chuchuka brothers out there on the pitch at the same time. And Vincent is the captain. Nick Hatton has been the captain, but Vincent's getting the nod today. Not sure what that's all about, but that is definitely something to get going with. Griffin Colby, who does a pretty good job calling these games. So, well, I tell you what, yesterday, some epic games. The Wallabies got shellacked, and the Pumas moved up into second place with 10 points on the Rugby Championship log. They actually now have a positive point differential at plus 15, one better than New Zealand. Wow, that's incredible. What a turnaround after that loss they had against Australia. They never should have lost. Can you imagine if they won that? This would be a tight race between the Springboks and Pumas. Here we go. Griffin Colby blows the whistle, and we're underway. Masuku kicks it deep to the Bulls, taken down there in the hands of Mpilo Gumede, and the Bulls form a ruck. And a whistle blown for being off the feet. Diving in there are the Sharks. Shame. It was Mkunu. Mkunu kicked that ball in there. Or excuse me, Mkunu fell in there, and so the ball gets turned over to the Bulls just right out of the gate, folks. 26 seconds in the first penalty of the game already. Welcome to the 111 people here. Be sure to hit the like button if you don't mind. 31 seconds. It is live color commentary, play-by-play, and it looks like a smattering of people on the east side of the stadium. I think most of them are probably run inside to try to stay out of the weather. A lot of umbrellas out, which is brutal because you can't see the game if somebody puts an umbrella up in front of you. So it'll be a Bulls line out, short of midfield. Akafandamev will throw it in. He does. Successful. Papier over to Yaku Fundevalt. He kicks it high into the air. We'll see how much the weather plays in this game. Oh, it's missed by the Sharks. Ball bounces, kicked backwards by the Sharks. We're going to get a knock on. Oh, early tackle by the Bulls. Oh, how does that happen? Is that how it got knocked backwards? Joel Stransky in the booth for Super Sport, as he usually is for Sharks games. The drizzle out there is going to make the ball a little bit difficult to hold on to. Masuku kicks the ball down the pitch for the Sharks, and he's going to get the Sharks a line out on... Okay. Interesting penalty there. It was on Marcel Coetzee. He tackled the scrum half, Bradley Davis, but I mean, he was on the ground. So already 2 penalties, 1 for each side. That ball's overthrown by the Sharks. Kick forward by the Bulls. Here they come. Is it Gumede chasing it? Bradley Davis finally gets for the Sharks down there. He's dragged down and in a touch outside the 20 toward an incredible performance by Mpilo Gumede. Gumede does a great job 2 minutes into the contest, folks. That was incredible. What a chase down by Gumede. And he's going to get the Bulls a line out deep here. Great job. Little Bradley Davis had no chance to get away from Mpilo Gumede. Gumede just drug him down from behind. That's a rough one, fellas. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Bulls line out, 26 meters out. Here's a chance for the Bulls to score early and make a statement. They go wide. David Creel over there. He's tackled. Papier sends it back into the center. He's got his kissed, and now inside the 22, the ball squirts loose. But Papier does a dummy. He's got his space. He cuts through the line. He cuts back the other way. He gets down to 5 meters finally down there. Ambrose Papier throws the ball back to Gumede. Gumede driving 3 meters out. The ball squirts loose. That's a knock on. Oh, but they're off their feet again of the Sharks. Oh, scrambling defense. They go off their feet again. The Bulls win another penalty. This will be 5 meters out. Will they go for the line out? They're going to go for the line out. Wow. The Bulls have come to play. They're not rolling over and just taking this one. They want that momentum going into the semifinal. This will be a rematch next week, folks, at Loftus. These two teams will play in the semifinal of the Currie Cup next week. URC games were scheduled to start next week, but they will not. Not next week, excuse me, the following for the finals, but they will not because of the Currie Cup finals. They're going to postpone it till later in the season. A lot of people upset about that, and rightly so. But it's hardly unprecedented. Line out successful. Banking. Oh, double banking, and the Bulls turn it over. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Double banking. That is a penalty that's getting called more and more in rugby union. Well, they're saying obstruction, not double banking, but same difference there. Here, Masuku kicks it down the pitch. The Bulls really mess it up there. Great chance to score early in the game, and they get nothing from 5 meters out. I would have done the tap and go. So you don't have to worry about double banking if you do a tap and go. All right. 4 minutes in now. Sharks with a line out. Dylan Richardson goes in. He touched in the air, but no penalty called. Sharks come away with it. That ball's kicked down the pitch. Long kick inside the 22. It's going to bounce and hold up back there. Immelman hands it off to Devin Williams. Williams kicks it down the pitch. Let's see where the mark is going to be. That is a nice clearance kick from inside his 22. It's going to put the Sharks back on their side of the pitch. 4 minutes, 40 seconds into the contest. Game doesn't really have any relevance. Think the Sharks will surprise today. I don't know, Becker. No, it doesn't have any relevance. I think I made that point. But, hey, it's rugby, and we enjoy rugby. You know, I mean, the USA doesn't win their games. 79% possession for the Bulls. Nothing to show 5 minutes into the game. Now the rain's coming down in sheets. That ball gets knocked on both ways, I think. Yeah, both ways. It's going to be a Bulls scrum. Lineouts are looking pretty ugly for both sides. Not sure what the deal is here. Oh, look at that rain coming down in sheets. This is what you expect down on the East Coast. Tropical weather in Durban. Where the contrast in landscape and weather, it can be very stark in South Africa. Snow in Cape Town, rain in Durban. Nothing in the Northern Cape. All right, 5:35. Clock is still ticking as we get our first scrum of the game. The warmest place to be. Is that supposed to be an advert for Durban? Right. All right. Ambrose Papier to put it in here for the Bulls. Their first scrum. Behind. Whistle blows. Uneven. Going to reset it. Ronnie Mulligan says, go Bulls. Christelle Bota says, go Bulls. With a name like Bota, you better be a Bulls fan. Should I mix everybody up, really confuse everything by doing this? Does that change the outlook of everything right now? Should I do that? Fine. Set. Ambrose puts it in. Scrum is holding up. Ball. Oh, they go forward. Do they get a penalty? No penalty. Oh, so Papier brings it out. Gets that ball over in the hands of Harold Forster. Forster with a nice carry. Papier goes to the short side. Cameron Hannekam. I keep wanting to say Derek Hannekam. It's Cameron Hannekam. I don't know why I want to say Derek Hannekam. Cameron Hannekam. Papier brings it out again. Here goes Cameron Hannekam driving. But the Sharks, it squirts out. Ball's loose. Sharks pick it up with a knock on. Here come the Sharks down to the side. Ethan Hooker. He offloads. No, he kicks it down the pitch. That ball's taken by Devin Williams deep by the Bulls. He runs around 3 players, 4 players, midfield. Devin Williams kicks it forward. The chase is on down to the 22. Who's going to get there? Mapimpi will get there and saves the day for the Sharks inside their 22. The Bulls really on the front foot there. Bradley Davids from this ruck sends it over, and they're going to go through some phases here now. Oof, man. Hanro Jacobs made that catch. He goes about half a step and collapses. Here's the kick from Bradley Davids high into the air. But who got it? Giannis Kistin of the Bulls gets it. So the Bulls have possession again outside the 26. Oh, Marcel Coetzee with his first carry, and it's a good one. It takes 2 Sharks to bring him down. 22-meter line. Jaco van der Walt dancing over here and getting nowhere. Actually lost a meter or 2. Marcel Coetzee again. They dive for his knees. This is becoming a trend in rugby, diving for people's knees. They need to stop that. It can injure people. Foster kicks a grubber, but that's going to be caught by Mapimpi. Mapimpi kicks it forward, and the chase is on. Oh, Makazole Mapimpi, he's still got some wheels as the Bulls try to get back inside their 22. Oh, underhanded pass over there to Jaco van der Walt. He makes sure he secures it clearly. Mapimpi tries to chase him down. Davids. No, here come the Bulls instead of kicking away. Now Immelman kicks it down the pitch right in the middle. And everybody's struggling to get back on side now. And here's Hendricks at the 10-meter line. He offloads the ball into the hands of Pepsi Buthelezi. Buthelezi's tackled inside the 10-meter line. Now the Sharks finally with the ball on the other side of the pitch. Hendrickson. Oh, nice pass over there to Dylan Richardson. Richardson goes forward. He's tackled inside the 10-meter line. Davids is tackled as he kicks that ball away. It goes 1 meter. It's caught by Henry Immelman of the Bulls. And they have a penalty here. So, okay. What happened here? So, I think it's an offsides play here by the Sharks. Offsides by the Sharks. Bulls going to be able to kick this down the pitch now. Kind of exciting for a 0-0 game thus far. Rain is coming down in Durban, down on the east coast of South Africa, folks. Nobody taking this one for granted. Both sides feeling each other out. Springboks and URC players littering, dotting both sides, both lineups here. Be sure to hit that like button, folks. We appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure. Wish we'd get something. What's this? Sorry. What the hell's going on here? Oh, I got a game from 2022 claiming copyright claim for public domain music. Good Lord. I even proved him as public domain on a previous video, and they accepted it. And now they give me a copyright claim on the same video. I don't have the energy to refute this stuff, so I just delete it. Oh, my goodness. 10 minutes in as Jaco van der Walt kicks it down the pitch. And the Bulls will walk down here in the rain for a lineout. Lineouts have been ugly. Been 3 of them so far, and they've been ugly. 4, I think, actually. So, Akker van der Merwe to throw this in a pouring rainstorm. It's successful into the hands of Giannis Kirsten. The Bulls try to get into a maul. At the back of that is van der Merwe. And the Bulls moving forward a little bit. Here they go. Here they go. And Akker van der Merwe breaks away inside the 22. Ooh, and they got him over there. Who was that tackle? Chuchuka made a tackle. Marcel Coetzee bounces off a tackle inside the 22. He's tackled there. And Papier goes the other side. Oh, there's not really anything over there, and the Bulls are forcing it. But look at this, man. Akker van der Merwe is just a beast today. He will not be denied. Oh, come on. That's a side entry. How is that not a penalty on the Sharks? Unbelievable. The Sharks steal it, but the guy entered from the side, and he played the number 9. Number 9 is down and injured, too. That's why you're not allowed to play the number 9. Ambrose Papier is grimacing in pain on his knees as the Sharks have the ball, and Physio's out there. And this is all right next to the play. I'm not sure why Griffin Colby didn't stop play, but now we'll stop play, one presume, as Ambrose Papier is down on the pitch. That was vicious and wicked. I mean, was it legal? I have to go back and see the replay. It did not look pretty. Did not look pretty. Papier's still down on the pitch. Finally, the clock is stopped. It might be an HIA here. 11:32, and Griffin Colby comes back to see what's going on. Up, he gets up because he doesn't want to go out. He's wandering. He's got a physio with him. Oh, he might be done. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I would think we'd have an HIA, head injury assessment for this, but I'm not sure. Let's see the replay. They're not showing the replay. A useless super sport, showing replays when you don't want to see them. John Plumtree back in charge of the Sharks, and up there in Neil Powell with him, the director of rugby, in the booth. Ooh. Boy, it looks miserable. You gotta have your hats off to the fans out there who showed up for this game. You rocked up to the Kings Park today because it's nasty. I mean, it's a lady with her family up there, little kids. Yeah, it's one thing to go to the game in the rain. It's quite another to have to drive home in the rain. Ugh. Here's the line out from Akker van der Merwe. He's got grass all over his arms, and that thing they come down successfully, and Papier stays in there. Oh, Marcel Coetzee trying to fight through. He dumps the ball off into the hands of Harold Forster. Forster, ooh, wow, it's wicked tackle there by Dylan Richardson. And it's tough going here now. It's tough sledding for the Bulls, who are just moving everywhere. That ball goes down. Oh, Hendricks dropped it back at the 5-meter line. Instead of kicking away, he's going to get up, gets himself almost to the 22. But he just ran right into a Bulls wall. Oh, my goodness. Vilko Low, he just met. That's a rude greeting to Jordan Hendrickson. Hello, Jordan. Boom. Boy, my goodness. Vilko Low. Now the Sharks will go through some phases. Bradley Davis instead kicks it away. High ball taken by Devin Williams right around the Sharks' 10-meter line. Oh, my goodness. Akker van der Merwe getting a lot of work in this game. Sharks are, nobody's rolling over and playing dead in this game. Marcel Coetzee offloads it. Man, that ball barely gets over to Cobus Visa. Visa's tackle. A lot of screaming going on the pitch. And a penalty for not rolling away against the Sharks. Will the Bulls go for the corner, or are they going to go for the post here? This is about a 42-meter kick from an angle. Not the easiest, and who knows what the rain is doing to the game and the wind. Not rolling away. Whew. On the Sharks. So let's see what the Bulls do here. Marcel Coetzee, has he given the mark? Nope, they're kicking to the corner. They're not even messing around with 3 points. All right, this is a man's game, baby. It's a man's game. Right. And what do we got going on there? Somebody subscribe? Or Aiden Vitamin just subscribed. Buy a donkey. Quel bon. Merci mille fois. Vielen Dank. Appreciate that. Yellow card offense. Gypsy Backpackers says yellow card offense. Right. Let's see how we doing today. All right, we've got I picked up a few subscribers, a couple here. Thanks. We covered that Wallabies thumping last night, that hiding. Man, it's like, Dad took out his hickory switch and just whipped their backside, man. The worst defeat ever for the Wallabies in their history, losing by 40 points to the Pumas, who just destroyed them. Akafanimova with the lineup now, 13:48. And 5 meters out, Bulls got a chance here now. They've been down here once before, and they flubbed it. No double banking this time. Akafanimova's behind it. Here they come. Here they come. He breaks free. Oh, he almost gets there. They pull him over, and he gets it. Akafanimova, the Bulls. How did he score that one? Works the way through. He's got a tackler on top of him. He rolls over and dots it down for the Bulls. And they're on the board. Akafanimova's 8th Currie Cup try. Woo, baby. They're not messing around here. Nobody's just, rolling over and playing dead, that's for sure. I'll see this replay again as it comes here. He breaks from the left side of the maul. He's still got the support. And then somehow bounces 2, 3 players. And then he's pulled forward by the Bull. Oh, that's what it was. One of the Bulls on the ground grabbed him by the jersey and pulled him forward and threw him over the try line. That's how Akafanimova got in there. Could he get an assist on that one? Can he get an assist on that? Seriously. Okay, I'm waiting for my tries to come up. There's like 35 of them here from last night's game. My goodness. Yaku. Fundevelt misses the kick, and it's 5-0. 5-0 Bulls. And once again, we've got nothing but constant music in the background. Oh, these stadiums are really screwing the game. Boy, I tell you what, that Pumas game was so annoying. I couldn't even pay attention. Okay, the music has stopped. Much better DJ this time. 15-28. Sharks restart inside the 22. Gumeda gets it, secures the ball. He comes up towards the 22, tries to get away from first tackler, but no success there. And he's tackled about 17 meters from his try line. Ambrose Papiotti digs it out, sends it over to Giannis Kirsten. Kirsten with a carry, that big lock. Used to play in Exeter. So here's Papier. Kick over the top. And that ball is going to stay in play. It's Jordan Hendrickson has it. Oh, Hendrickson almost got away. First tackler, he missed. And then, did Hennecum strip it? No, it looked like Hennecum stripped that ball, but he did not. Cameron Hennecum. Oh, it's dropped by Umkunu. Umkunu's second mistake. He had a penalty early on. Now he drops the ball at midfield. It'll be a scrum to the Bulls. Just over the line. On Sharks side of the pitch, leading 5-0. 172 people are currently here. Thanks for being here, folks. Akafanimova should be in the Springboks. Why is it we didn't get audiences like this yesterday for the game, for the Springboks game? Thank you all for being here. 172. Well, could it be because YouTube hides my content and promotes bogus, illegal, copyright violation broadcasts while they make ad revenue off them? Then they delete them after the game or sometimes during the game. I think that could be it. I'll bet most of you are seeing this coming up on your For You feed. None of you saw my Springboks game yesterday. But thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Final Currie Cup game of the season, regular season that is. Semifinals are next week from Ellis Park, where the Lions host the Cheetahs, who just slipped into the playoffs. Embarrassing. And then the Bulls will be hosting this Shark squad next week at Loftus Fairfield. Hopefully it won't be raining, because it's raining here, and it looks ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Yeah. Anyway. So John Dobson, a little bit disappointed in his team, so he says. All right, so Currie Cup, where we stand now, the Lions finished 9 wins, 1 loss, 43 points on the log. That's very impressive, with a point differential of 222 after slacking the handout to the Griffins. You got 7 bonus points on the season out of 10 games. The Bulls are in second right now with 7 wins, a loss, and a draw. The best they can do is 8 wins with this one here. Bind. Set. Oh, and it goes straight down. Oh, early engagement on the far side by the Sharks. So the Bulls win a penalty. Bulls win a penalty here. Sharks just not. They seem a little discombobulated right now. What's going on? We got HIA here? No. Okay, I thought somebody was being sent off. Oh, it's a free kick. So Fundameva kicks it inside. Oh, ball's taken there. I just realized I got two Fundamevas out there, don't I? That's a Fundavault, excuse me. Fundavault. Yaku Fundavault. So Hendrickson takes the mark. He's going to launch it. He's trying to find touch. He does not. It's taken down there very clearly by Yaku Fundavault over to Devin Williams. Williams gets it over to David Creel. Creel, what a kick. 50-22. Oh, I think it's a 50-22. Brilliant kick by David Creel. Is going to put the Bulls in great shape. Makazole and Mapimpi couldn't get over there. Wow. That was brilliant. That was an incredible kick by David Creel. The Creel brothers always getting it done, folks. So 50-22 from the Bulls gets them down deep inside Sharks territory. My goodness. Oh, there's a lot of people way up under the overhang. I can see them trying to stay out of the rain. I don't blame them. Bulls had 65% possession thus far. 17 minutes, 58 seconds, 18 minutes into the contest. Territory 72% for the Bulls. Oh, man. It's just sheer domination, but only a 5-point difference right now. Rain still coming down. Akafunda Mervet drying that ball off. Helen Harka, welcome. Send the Bulls. Bulls send it back to the sea. Line out successful, not challenged. Oh, Marcel Coetzee comes away with it. Charges down to 5 meters, 4 meters. And then they finally get him. He tosses the ball back. Oh, that was a knock on. Oh, Cameron Hanekom couldn't dig it up. Terrible decision by Marcel Coetzee. He was standing upright and tried to throw the ball like this and threw it too low. It bounced, and Hanekom knocked it on. Really didn't have a chance to catch that. Yeah, Sharks were expecting a maul on this thing. Marcel Coetzee just took off, and Forster was with him. But, yeah, just a bad decision. Oh, that's not a knock on. It hit his leg. That's not unfair. He never touched his hands. A little bit of wind blowing. I can see it up there on the panel that's covering the seats to hide up the fact that much of the stadium is empty. 19 minutes now in the contest. No substitutions thus far. Ambrose Papier took a knock earlier, but he stayed in the game for the Bulls. And, boy, I'll tell you what. Are we getting a preview of next week? I'm not sure we are. I'd like to see what next week's lineup will be. It's going to be an easier weekend for me next weekend, folks, for rugby. There's no URC games yet. There'll be no test matches next week. There's a USA test match. I'll cover that, but almost nobody will watch that. So the USA will be playing next week in the semifinals Pacific Nations Cup against Fiji. So we can chalk that one up as a loss, most likely. Sharks bring it away. Siamasuku kicks this ball. He's trying to find touch, but he doesn't. It's touched by the... Oh, who knocked it out? I'm not sure who knocked it out. Wow, I think the Sharks actually knocked it out. That was Bester there, who was trying to get to that ball for the Sharks. 20 minutes now. First 20 minutes game dominated by the Bulls. So Bester missed it first. It doesn't go into touch. And who's got it? Well, I guess it is going to be a Bulls scrum. A little complicated there. Looked like the Bulls knocked it out, but they wind up with the ball, so can't question it. Yeah, a lot of people up in the top staying out of the rain. You can't blame them. That's on the east side of the stadium where the seats go almost sheer vertical. I've been there. That's a rough spot to sit. I sat in that first row, so I didn't have to climb all the way up to the top. 34 tackles made by the Sharks, 13 by the Bulls early on. Sharks have missed 14 tackles. That's a troubling sign. Crouch. Bind. Set. And Papier, that scrum's going nowhere. He digs it out of the back. Sends it over the middle. And Yaku Fundavault spins, but the Sharks are there to meet him. They drive that ruck backwards, and then Foster now tries to go somewhere. Sharks defense is scrambling here. Ball's available. Ooh, Sharks creeping up. That was an offside, not called. Marcel Coetzee with the ball again now. Welcome back, Marcel. It's good to see you back in the lineup, starting again. Ambrose Papier over the center. Into the hand to Jacques Van Rooyen. And the Bulls are going backwards now. They were down around that 22. That ball nearly got stripped. Oh, it's stolen. Offside, though. Offside. Lorenzo Julius was offside. Oh, he was off to the races. Intercepted that pass. Ooh, boy. But they're like 5 guys offside. Now the Bulls are going to go for the post. Bulls weren't picking up anything, but they all crept up a little too much there. Well, playing the 9, actually, I think is... Yep. Yep, that was for playing the 9, not for being offside. So this is a 38-meter kick. Almost straight on. Jaco van der Walt, his first kick. Well, he missed his conversion, his second kick of the game, but his first kick for a penalty. So let's see, 22-20. Here's the kick. Looks good. This time he got it. 8-0, the Bulls score. Right. 8-0. Yes, Wandering Turtle, what a crazy game. Were you there last night? I can't remember who all was there last night. I was so busy focused on the 18,000 tries that the Pumas scored in the second half. Wow. What a game it was. If you didn't join me last night, you missed an incredible game as the Wallabies were shellacked, the worst hiding they've had in their existence, beaten badly like a cheap suit, like a stepchild. They are just spanked last night like an ill-disciplined school child at a school where you wear uniforms. They pulled the strap out and they whipped their backsides last night. The Wallabies, what else can you say about it? In the second half, the Pumas just took them to task and crushed them by 40 points. Papier kicks the ball from inside the 22, looking for touch, and he's going to find it. But Hendrickson fakes throwing it back in, does the dummy, and decides to take the line out. It's a good kick by Ambrose Papier to get him out of trouble back there. From inside his 22 out to the 46-meter line where the Sharks will have a line out. 23-35 in the first half, and it's 8-0 Bulls out in front. Thanks to the 200 people currently here. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't hit the like button, which 63 of you have done already, please do so. It's just below the video. It really helps drive viewership. The channel is not promoted because YouTube is busy promoting the people doing copyright strikes, and they don't give them a strike till after the game, after they made their money off them. But legitimate channels like mine get harassed and don't get promoted. Even the Kiwi lads and the Forever Rugby find themselves not getting promoted as much as these other guys, and it hurts their viewership as well.
That was easy.
Yeah, please hit the like button. All right, Sharks still have the ball, but they've gone backwards here from the line out. And Masuku is going to kick it high into there. There'll be a chase on the far side of the pitch, inside the 10-meter line. And Mapimpi knocked it on. Yep. Nice contest by Makazole Mapimpi, but he did knock it on. Ball never hit the ground, but it was a knock-on. Makazole Mapimpi been very quiet in the first portion of this game. Ooh. I don't know about that. I think that Devin Williams knocked it on first. They're saying it came off Mapimpi first, and that's why Devin Williams knocked it forward, but I missed that on the replay. I can't see it. I thought in real time that Mapimpi knocked it on, but in the replay, must be a bad angle. Ooh, and Jacques Van Rooyen getting some treatment to his thigh or calf, or knee, I can't see. His body's turned away from the camera. The Bulls think tank upstairs. There's Peakway. Wow, folks, thanks for being here. Really do appreciate it. Let me just take a look at something here very quickly here. Yeah, so this game, the last one of the regular season, and what's been an incredibly exciting, honestly, if you're just honest about things, it's been an incredibly exciting Currie Cup season, man. It's been something else, to say the least. Now, see, I'm loading, and they're not even promoting Forever Sports right now. They're showing me all kinds of other crap. Yeah, let me just go. I'll do. Wow. Unbelievable. They're not even showing me Forever Sports. Wow, I've got them now. I finally found them, but it wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. All right, so there we go. Wow, we had 200 and a couple people left. Where are you going there? 72% territory for the Bulls, 65% possession. Wow, clear dominance in this game, but leading only 8-0, 25 minutes into the contest. And here we go again. Bind. Oops, early engagement by the Bulls, and Bradley Davis takes the tap and go rather than the points or the corner. Interesting development there. Ball's available outside the 22. Dylan Richardson with a carry. He's tackled there by Giannis Kirsten. Davids comes wide. Masuku into the hands of Julius. He's tackled. Oh, boy. Who's got him down there? Nice tackle there. So the Sharks going nowhere at the 22, going through phases here. I'm not really sure what they're hoping to accomplish here. Stubborn play. Ball's available. It's a Shark on top of the pile. Masuku, there's no one to pass it to because the Bulls look like they're offside, but no call. Ball stripped out, but we're going to have a penalty for illegal tackle in there. I think, oof. So they can, what's this here? Ian Ehlers, thank you for subscribing, Ian Ehlers. Appreciate that. Are they going to go for the point to the corner? Nope, they're going for the corner. Easily makeable penalty. Sharks passing it up. I think we're going to see that all day here, just passing up the easy points. The reason the Bulls kicked that penalty a few minutes ago is because they missed the conversion, so they want to get those points back. So Sharks kick to the corner. It'll be a Sharks line out now deep in Bulls territory. Boy, we saw some games this weekend. It started slowly and were kind of boring. It was like, and then they just came alive, including that Argentina-Australia game last night. The Pumas and Wallabies was just a boring fest in the first half until about 30 minutes in, and suddenly that game got exciting. In the second half, I just couldn't keep up tapping in the tries. Sharks line out successful to Chichuka, and Dylan Richardson's at the back of that maul. He has the ball now. Oh, Bulls are swimming around the side of it. They're driving forward slowly now. And Davids is going to pull it out of the back. He does. Sends it over the middle. It's Ethan Hooker. Tackle's made. Oh, the Sharks pooched it. But Hendrickson cleans up the mess. Masuka now is going to come back at the 22. They were 5 meters out. Now they're back down to about 10 meters. See, Masuka does a great job there. Hanru Jacobs with a carry. But now playing advantage right in front of the post. Whatever comes out of this, they'll get 3 easy points at least. Oh, that was offside charge there by Hanekom. Going to come back here. 2 options. 1 here, 1 on the 5. You take the points, they're going to take the 5. Okay, they're going to be very stubborn here. TV announcers bringing up memories and visions of Pierre Spies, mentioning Hanekom in comparison to Pierre Spies. Yeah, so the Sharks now will try it again from 5 meters. Another line out. Yeah, they were going nowhere with that maul, and so they're going to be stubborn and try another maul instead of taking the points. 8-0, 28 minutes into the contest. Sharks want that try. It can sniff it. It's like chum in the water. The Sharks can smell that try. And they want it. Dylan Richardson now to throw it in. He does, uncontested. They're into a maul. Here come the Sharks. Oh, Richardson breaks away from the back of it. He's got 4 Bulls trying to tackle him. He gains 2 meters. And another penalty. Well, the Bulls are going to get a freaking card here in a moment. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
The tackler on the ground making a tackle, and you still in the way, tackle over the ball. Okay, so no more penalties here now. Okay, thank you. I'm happy that there was no knocking at the ball, and he played away when the ball was dislodged. Okay, you can. Thank you.
All right, so Marcel Coetzee asked for a moment to talk to his charges because the Bulls made like half a dozen penalties there. So Griffin Colby's finally warned them. Next one's going to be a card. It is about time that the Bulls were warned. Just one penalty after another. Well, look at a sloppy breakdown work by the Bulls, including Marcel Coetzee playing the ball. But then he tried to get out of there, but he was on the wrong side of the ball. So they're going to tap and go 5 meters out right in front of the post. This is what they should have done. Dylan Richardson fakes it. Bradley Davids does it. There's a set play. They go over the side. Oh, they get away from Marcel Coetzee's tackling. And here come the Sharks now. Oh, that guy backwards. A bad decision to pass that ball. Should have gone in. Oh, my goodness. Now they're 7 meters away. They were just 2 meters. 7 meters away. Sharks, though, with the ball. Trying to build pressure here. Oh, boy. Looks like it stopped raining for the moment, apparently. Sharks still going forward, but it's just, they're not gaining any ground. It's just phase after phase and no territorial gain here. Masuku, oh, he's grabbed high by Cobus Visa. Still nothing. Sharks. Oh, my goodness. Bradley Davids is screaming something. I have no idea what he said. He's calling, and Makazole Mpimpi comes running into the ruck when he does that. Sharks, the ball's not moving. It came out. Oh, nice job there by Besta. And the Sharks finally get some ground there. Oh, reaching in and grabbing it is one of the Bulls. Here comes a card. Here comes a card.
Hands on the ground first, then you're going for the ball.
Creel, he wasn't even in the play.
Creel it is.
How does Creel get the card? He's standing on the outside. Wow. 30 minutes. All right. Kicks the ball to the corner. Now, yellow card for the Bulls and the Sharks. Let me see. I'm looking to see. Oh, there he is. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so David Creel on the sidelines now with a yellow card. Oof. That's a good videotape there to show how it was done poorly. 5-meter line out for the Sharks. Here we go again. Another chance for them to get in. Finally, the Bulls get themselves a yellow card for their misconduct. Now up a player for 10 minutes. Here's the Sharks in a driving maul, going sideways mostly. Sideways, still not getting in. Here we go. Dylan Richardson hands it off to Davids. Ethan Hooker over to Julius. Julius down to 5 meters. Here come the Sharks. Bradley Davids. Oh, Dylan Richardson's over. Did he get it? There it is. He finally did it. Oh, he didn't initially have it down. He had it held up in his arms. And finally, Dylan Richardson puts it down. The Sharks are on the board after all of that. Good Lord. That took forever. Dylan Richardson. Yeah, they're going to go to the TMO. Oh, we're looking for a head knock here. So I think the try is good. We'll see what they say. Well, there's some people who are dry. They get the nice, expensive seats up there in the upper level. Some overhead cover there. All right, let's just go ahead and put Richardson's try on the board. I don't think that's going to be overturned. F. Becker, I don't know where those rumors are coming from. I've suggested for a long time. I told you that he's going to take the Twitter, turn it into a multi-broadcasting site. It's going to have a Facebook-like function, Instagram-like function, a Twitter-like function, which it already had, a PayPal-like function. All of this stuff is coming to his brand at some point. I don't know what's taking them so long. Donald Trump really screwed the pooch by not providing such an alternative back in 2021, 2022, and that's a fertile ground because of the harassment on places like this. But the problem is it'll probably be just like Rumble in the standpoint that we got head contact. Let's see it here. Uh-oh. Let's see where this is at. Oh, Harold Forster's going out with a card. Harold Forster's going to go out with a card. Yeah.
So, Monet, what I see is, I see head contact. It is foul play because the player is upright. The level of danger is high for me.
Red
I don't
card.
see any mitigation.
Ooh.
Is that correct, Monet?
Griff, I'm going to play to you one more time. Just look at the
Ooh.
player maybe being passive.
Red card to Harold
the tackle.
Forster.
Okay.
That's going to be deadly with the playoffs coming.
Let's determine if he's dynamic or if he's passive. Okay, so he's static. He's absorbing all the force.
That's correct.
So we're bringing because its level danger is high, bringing the passiveness as mitigation, and we're going from red to yellow.
Okay.
I agree with that, yes.
Okay, thank you, Monet.
Man,
It
Harold
might be a little
Forster
bit
just saved. Ooh. That could have gone red, but yeah, wow. Harold Forster with a yellow card here, and the Bulls down another player here. My goodness. This is not, here we go.
It is foul play. Level of danger is high, but because it's passive into contact, it's going to be a yellow card, okay?
Wow. Wow. Tough break for Harold Forster. It wasn't malicious, just in the bad position there. So back to the try here. It was, I forgot who the try was there. Dylan Richardson. Still haven't gotten that one on the board. We're busy dealing with this. Lorenzo Julius goes off for an HIA as well. So, man, all kinds of stuff happening here. Here's the kick. Masuku makes it, and we have a close game now. So, Lorenzo Julius goes off for... $31.09. Julius goes off. So, I don't know who came in for him. My goodness. So it's 8-7 now. Wow, this is not a good one for the Bulls here, folks. 8-7 after that conversion by Siamasuku. Wow. Substitution. So it's Yaku Williams who comes in for the HIA for Lorenzo Julius. Restart. Vincent Chichuka with the restart for the Sharks. Now the Sharks on the front foot. They're up 2 players. They've got 2 players, and they've got them out for, about 8 minutes at least. So now the Sharks can pour it on if they get their act together. The Bulls have 2 players on the bench with yellow cards, and one of them very fortunate not to have a red card. Makazole Mapimpi gets that ball, secures it. It's dropped backwards. Sharks throw it backwards. They go from midfield all the way back to their 22. I'm not really sure what kind of plan this is. They kick it for the 50-22. And it's bouncing. Yaku Fundevalt picks it up at the 2-meter line and kicks it into touch. Defensive kick from him. And that's a nice clearance kick. Let's see where the mark is. No, they keep it going. Masuka brings it back into play because they're up 2 players. Here comes Makazole Mapimpi. Giannis Kirsten tackles him about 30 meters away. Bradley Davids over to the center. Here they come now. The Sharks are on the roll. Jordan Hendrickson. They smell blood in the water, do the Sharks. They're circling now. The Bulls down 2 players, Harold Forster and David Creel in the bench. They come on the outside. Oh, here they go down the sideline. Oh, wow. Tossed around like a rag doll. And he looks like he might be in a little bit of pain there is Yaku Williams, man. The guy looks like he weighs about 35 kgs. Whew. He just ripped around, thrown to the ground. So, but he had a nice bit of pace on the outside there. But amazingly, he was caught by the big guy. Well, he's lucky he didn't tear an ACL the way he was tackled. Look painful. He's up. Looks like he's a little bit of pain out there now. Trying to stretch that leg. 33 minutes, 35 seconds. The Bulls down 2 players. They got to hold on here. They got 8-7 lead. Wow. Store and Browns. What's this? This game could go either way. Yeah, it sure can. Yeah, F. Becker. I don't know if Must is going to do that, but I've said that from the outset because the first thing I noticed is after he and his consortium bought Twitter that they immediately had themselves. By the way, I never did this when the Sharks scored. Sorry, Sharks. Got the Sharks flag too. They filed for a license to be a financial services provider to do money transactions, and they were granted that license before the hysteria over X started by the leftists who control the world. All right, here we go. It's a Bulls line out from their own 30-meter. Akafundemev throws it in. They're down 2 players. They're going to want to hold on to this ball as long as they can. And Yaku Fundeval kicks it away. Okay. All right. And Jordan Hendrickson gets it. And, boy, he's tackled immediately. And the ruck is formed. Bulls not going to the breakdown, trying to avoid any penalties. Yeah, they're surrendering the breakdown. So the Sharks can do what they want in the breakdown. Now they just got to get their act together because the Bulls don't want any additional penalties or cards. That's 50-22, or is it? Nope, it's outside at 22. So nice try there, but the Bulls are going to get the ball back, and these lineouts are eating up a lot of that yellow card time. Sharks not getting themselves on the board. Up 2 players. Should be getting some points here. I'm questioning the Sharks' game plan here, kicking the ball away. You're up 2 players. You should go through some phases, suck them in, and then go wide. But anyway, I'm not the coach. That's John Plumtree. Same guy whose team lost almost all their URC games this season. Just saying. 8-7 Bulls in front, down on the east coast of South Africa in a rainy day. Looks like the rain has stopped for the moment. Akofandemeva from just outside his 22 on the opposite side of the pitch now. And Kirsten knocks it back to Ambrose Papier to Yaku Fundevalt. He's going to clearance kick this, and that ball is not going to find touch. Mapimpi has it over to Jordan Hendrickson. Hendrickson dancing, gets around the first tackler, not the second and third tackler, but offloads it beautifully to Ethan Hooker. Hooker down the 10-meter line. Oh, the Bulls pinched that, but boy, it looked like that was illegal, but they got it. Gumeda now. So the Bulls killing a lot of time, down 2 players. This is impressive. Very impressive work by the Bulls right now. Papier kicks it down. No, it's not Papier. It's Yaku Fundevalt. Makazola Pimpi on the near side now. He comes up dancing. Ball hanging out there loosely like a big melon. He gets tackled. Boy, was it Hanekom? Oh, my goodness. Cameron Hannekam steals the ball again. And a penalty on the Bulls. Playing the ball on the ground. Wow. Wow. So now the Sharks have a chance to finally do something here. Hannekam, brilliant job with the tackle. Gets up, releases, gets it over, and steals the ball. My goodness. He's done that twice now. Cameron Hannekam, what a great talent this guy is. Jackled that ball cleanly. Oh, they don't find touch. Oh, but Jaakko van der Walt does step into touch, trying to keep that ball alive. So it'll be a 5-meter line out for the Sharks. That went very well for them. Up 2 players now with Forster and Creel still in the sim bin. And here's a chance for the Sharks, up 2 players, to get some points here. Jaakko van der Walt tried to keep that ball in play. And yep, so the Sharks got a little bit lucky there. But we'll take it. 36 minutes, 30 seconds in the first half. Coming up on halftime in this one, folks. Yep. Enjoy the day, Fleshin. What's going on there? Yeah. It is a close game and a slow game. We'll see if it picks up in the second half. But those 2 cards, line out, successful to the Sharks. They're into a maul. Richardson's the back, told to use it. I played in front of the runner. Accidental offside. The Sharks blow it. Oh, my goodness. The Sharks blow it there, man. Accidental offside. They turn the ball over. Going to kill with the scrum here. Going to kill a lot more time. Wow. So we're down to about 2 minutes remaining on the first card to David Creel. Wow. That was an incredible opportunity for the Sharks, and they get nothing out of it. Can you imagine there's 2 players in the bin and no points? Wow. Wow. Clock's still ticking. Yellow card disappearing. Unbelievable. 220 people here, just 82 likes. Hey, listen, folks, doesn't take anything but a moment of your time. Just reach below the video, push that button, that like button down there. It's easy. See? I even got a button here.
That was easy.
So easy. Come on, make it happen. Make it happen. Help a brother out. Help me get some traction on the channel as we try to grow. Crouch. Bind. Set. And Ambrose Papia puts it in there. This thing's finally starting to go sideways. They pick it out. Cameron Hannekam. Henry Immelman now. Immelman's tackle. It's a kick from the try zone by Jaakko van der Walt. Doesn't go very far, so the Sharks going to get back. And we got a minute and a half left in the first half, and that whole minute and a half should keep David Creel on the bench with the sin bin. So, oh boy. So the Sharks still up 2 players for the next minute or so. They need to score here. Squandered a lot of time here, not getting points. Down to the final minute of the first half. Here comes Dylan Richardson, the line out. And it's stolen by the Bulls, and there they go. My goodness, Cobus Visa. He just takes off. So the Sharks screw that up royally. Kicking it down the pitch, taken down there by Jordan Hendrickson. My goodness. Hendrickson now comes to the near side. Jaakko van der Walt misses the tackle. Cameron Hannekam missed the tackle, but Gumeda does not miss the tackle. The Sharks really, really screwed things up here, folks. 30 seconds left in the first half, and they got no momentum. Siamasuka nearly loses that ball, throws the bad pass over there to Bester. Bester fighting hard. Wow. My goodness. Novuka makes the tackle. First time we called his number. So here the Sharks up 2 players in the sim bin for the Bulls, and they're going through phases. Open the game up. My goodness. Now they're going to kick it away with 15 seconds left. No awareness of what's going on here. Mapimpi gives chase. He knocks it backwards, and the Sharks pick it up. Here they go. They're going to get something out of nothing here. The Hooter's coming. There goes the Hooter. Mapimpi kicks it through. The chase is on. Who's going to get it? The Bulls do. And Jaakko van der Walt runs into touch, and that's the half. Wow. What an anticlimactic first half. And at the start of the second half, we'll see David Creel come on almost immediately. And then shortly after that will be Harold Forster. Very lucky and very fortunate to go out with just a yellow card. So that's the first half, folks. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what to tell you about that. Very poor performance by both sides in my estimation. And the Sharks really making huge mistakes there. They could have easily walked out here with some points, and they got nothing at the end of that first half. 10 minutes, 2 yellow cards, up 2 players, and they can't even score. Ugly, folks. Just 2 tries in this one so far. 1 for the Sharks, 1 for the Bulls, down on the East Coast in what is a preview of next week's semifinal at Loftus-Versfeld when the Sharks travel to the Highveld to take on the Bulls in the knockout stage of Currie Cup. Well, I don't know what to tell you, folks. Wasn't too pretty, but thank you all for joining me so far. Stick around. We're going to talk a little bit about last night's action. What an incredible sequence of events. The Springboks managed to hold on and win a game that in some respects they had no right to win, but in other respects they certainly deserve to win that. Also, it's halftime, so it's time to do a kit change. All right, time for kit change. Hang on. There we go. All right, now we got a kit change for the second half. All right, we're back just like that. All right, so yeah, what an incredibly exciting day it was for rugby. Games that didn't look too pretty, but they... Listen, here's some history that was made yesterday. Let me just run through some of the history that was made by teams yesterday. Okay, for starters, let's just go with the fact that the Springboks had not started 4 wins and no losses in the Rugby Championship or its predecessor, the Tri-Nations, since 2008. 4 wins, no losses. This is incredible. It's a great start. So that's a long time ago, folks, 2008. They had not won the Freedom Cup since 2009 or something like that, so 15 years. So they finally won the Freedom Cup back. And they had not beaten the All Blacks 4 times in a row since 1949. 75 years since they spanked the All Blacks 4 times in a row. The 4 times were the match at Twickenham in advance of the Rugby World Cup where they hit them 35-7. Then they beat them in the final of the World Cup. Then they beat them last week at Ellis Park, and then they won yesterday. So the Springboks have taken down the All Blacks 4 times in a row. You know that the All Blacks nation is crying in their milk right now, big time. Crying in the milk big time. What's my take on last night's game? The kicking was atrocious. Which game? The Springboks? Yeah, it wasn't very good. You're right about that. But they did what they had to when they had to, and the bomb squad proved to be the difference in the second half, as usual. They didn't run away with it, though. But I think I picked the Springboks by 7, so if I did, I'm right on the money. I haven't looked at my Super. I had a really bad Super Brew weekend with my New Zealand rugby going sideways and my Currie Cup. Let's take a look and see what we got here. So, yeah, I picked South Africa by 7, so I got both points, and they won by 6. I picked Argentina by 7, and they won by 40. I did pick Taranaki over Waikato by 5, and it was by 6 points, so I got that one. Then today I picked Manukau over Northland, and they won there. I've got the Sharks winning this one, but it doesn't look promising. Did get 3 out of 6 games correct yesterday, but not pretty. Friday was same thing. I got 2 out of 5. That wasn't so pretty. Not a great weekend for me, but I had a Wednesday game, and that saves my butt, Waikato, so that counts this week. Anyway, but not a pretty situation for Super Brew for me. But, yeah, I still got one more game today, Otago versus Wellington. Yeah, so anyway, National Football League is back underway here in the United States. I don't really watch that, but they'll be playing today. And then I think later today, the Indiana Fever will be playing as well. I'll try to watch that game as well. They finally lost the other night. So halftime at Hollywood Betts Park, and it's an 8-7 game. Joel Stransky in the booth for Super Sport, and Chris Wyatt here on Rugby Ascendant. Thanks for tuning in. 1 try apiece, and it is wet, and I would imagine maybe a little chilly because of the rain, but I can't state that unequivocally because I'm not there. But yesterday's games, wow, man, what a hiding, what an absolute hiding the Wallabies got from the Pumas, the revenge for the previous week. And it changes things dramatically, folks. So what we have now is South Africa, first place, 4 wins, no losses, 112 points for just 58 points. I mean, that's half the closest team to the New Zealand's given them 97, almost, so about 55% of the points. Point differential plus 54 for the Springboks and 2 bonus points. So they have 18 points on the log. Argentina now 2 wins, 2 losses, 134 points for, 119 points against, with a 15-point positive point differential, 2 bonus points, and 10 points on the log. New Zealand 1 win, 3 losses. Yeah. And 111 points for, 97 points against, so positive 14. So they even have fewer positive point differential than the Pumas. 7 points on the log, 11 points behind the Springboks. And then Australia 1-3, bringing up the rear, 68 points for, and giving up 149 points for negative 83. Only one team in the championship has a negative point differential, and it is the Wallabies after that whooping last night. Now, it isn't just last night's whooping because that was 40 points that they added, but they're already minus 43, so they really jacked it up last night. Just 4 points on the log, and if the Pumas had not screwed the pooch the week prior, Australia would be 0-4, and the Pumas would be 3-1. Can you imagine that? And they really be challenging the Springboks. But as it is right now, the Springboks have control of the Rugby Championship. It's theirs to lose. All they have to do is beat the Pumas in Argentina in 2 weeks, and they will have won it. If they don't, there'll be an outside chance that the Pumas could come back the last week, mathematically, but it seems highly unlikely, very suspect. Currie Cup, what a weekend in Currie Cup, folks, man. I'll tell you, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just been something else. So the Lions destroy the Griffins at home, 62-5, whitewashing to say the least. Then we had the Cheetahs smoking the Pumas, 41-14. That was a very close and boring game early on, but it did pick up later on. And then, of course, we have, hang on a second here. Yeah, we have this game here. So, the Griquas. Yeah, the Griquas beat Province. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, so Province ends its season. Yep. Province ends its season not in a very good position. So, excuse me a second here. Trying to get to this, and then one more thing here I want to get to. That's what I want. Okay, so back where I was earlier. Lions 9-1. Bulls 7-1-1. They could finish 8-1-1 if they win here. Sharks 5-3-1. Sharks started the season 3 losses and no victories. They wound up getting a win, going 1-3, then a draw, 1-3-1, and now they're 5-3-1. They haven't lost in 7 weeks since they last lost. Let's see how they do in the second half. The first half was not impressive. Cheetahs 5 wins, 4 losses, and a draw, and they slip into the playoffs with 30 points on the log. How'd they get 30? Oh, they had bonus point. Yeah, so it was 25, 30 gets in there. So that means 4 teams will finish with 30 points or better on the log. The Griquas finished with 24, 4 wins, 6 losses. The Pumas finish below them. Good on the Griquas. The Pumas were in the playoff hunt yesterday, still in competition, and they are out of it. Not only they're out of it, but they fell below the Griquas into 6th position. Wow. Well done on the Griquas with that win they had over Western Province. And the point differential is what did it for them because they both finished with 24 points on the log. And the Griquas had 8 bonus points for the season, even though the Pumas had that draw and a slightly better record. So they finished below them. Wow, on point differential. My goodness. The Pumas have minus 60 point differential and the Griquas minus 46. And that's no small measure because of the hiding they gave to Western Province. Province, an atrocious performance this season. Very disappointing and painful to watch. 3 wins, 7 losses. Only minus 3 on the point differential, but only 20 points on the log. And, of course, bringing up the bottom is the Griffins. Do we have elimination for teams? You have to wonder. Yep. So they finish with no wins and 10 losses. Minus 395 points. Oof, that's painful. But it's a team with no money, no resources, and players being poached from it by the higher, more successful, wealthier unions. So tough break for the Griffins. They're in a tough competition. But, hey, it's rugby. You want to play? You got to play. So, my goodness, it looks pretty overcast and nasty down there in Durban right now, folks. What's it like in Cape Town? Anybody over in Cape Town? Is it sunny? It looked lovely yesterday. It's beautiful weather. Right. So, what's this? Not great at the moment, but the Aussies don't realize that we'll get through it, but they won't. Who, England? Or Wales? Oh, Wales. Portugal's going forward. Yeah, Portugal's doing better than Australian rugby. That's for darn sure. Was that 2 yellow cards deserving, or is the ref against the Bulls as well? No, Jean Reynel. No. I looked at the replay. It was a clear yellow card on David Creel. Stupid mistake on his part. He thought he had position, but he didn't. And then the yellow card to Harold Forster. It was direct head-to-head contact and almost no mitigation. He's very fortunate it wasn't upgraded or reviewed for a red card. You know, it was a yellow card. Very fortunate for Harold Forster because that would have screwed the Bulls really, really badly. Well, Griffin Colby is not being unfair. It was the correct call. He's calling a pretty good game, as did Amy Barrett-Thron in the game she called this weekend. Pretty good call. So halftime at Kings Park, and it doesn't look like any royalty here. It looks like toilet bowl. Not looking very good here. A little bit exciting play, but most of it just squandered opportunities by the Bulls early on. They could have scored 3 tries at least. And the Sharks have squandered opportunity after opportunity to score, being up 2 players to their positive with 2 Bulls in the bin. David Creel, his yellow card about to expire, and then Harold Forster about a minute later, his will expire. Wow. So nothing happened there. So now we're in the second half. I've changed kit, but I still have my flags here for both sides. Let's see what happens. Yeah, rain can make it difficult calling. You're right, but it can't be an excuse. Both sides have to deal with the rain, so, and we're getting ready, waiting for the players to come out in the second half. Yeah, everybody's up top. On the west side of the stadium, you can see that the top level has got covering, not everybody, but a lot of people moved up to the top to stay dry. There are people brave in the weather down below, stay close to the game, but a lot of people trying to stay dry. And who can blame them? You got to appreciate they want to stay dry. Wow. All right, so as I said, the Rugby Championship, they're showing that on the TV now. I got to take care of something here real quick, folks, a little bit of housekeeping. Go on my computer here. Just let me fix something very quickly. Oh, boy. All right, took care of it. Make sure something was working properly there. All right. Colin says you're right. It's difficult for both teams, Colin. No, I mean, the rain is a legitimate excuse. It is not easy to play in the rain. The ball can be difficult to grasp. You lose your footy. It can be a real challenge. Playing in the rain is not an easy thing, but both teams have to deal with it. So, teams that make excuses about the weather, no one here is doing that. Neither, and nobody in the chat. I'm not doing that. The Bulls and Sharks aren't doing it, but sometimes people make excuses for that. You can't make excuses. You have to play to the conditions that are presented to you, and it can be tough. I've seen some incredibly difficult games in National Football League. I mean, I watched that Cincinnati-San Diego game, minus 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Minus 68. What is that? And we're getting ready for the second half. Let me turn off the halftime marker. All right, here we go. So what is minus 68? Can somebody look that up real quick? Minus 68 Fahrenheit. What is that minus Celsius? I don't want to miss the start of the game. We're holding on here for some reason. I'm not sure what the reason is. Let me see if I can find it real quick then. Are they getting out of the bin? So it's Fahrenheit Celsius. Okay, Fahrenheit Celsius and minus 68. It's minus 55 degrees Celsius. Here's the restart, and it's taken by Chuchuka down inside the 22, the Sharks, and still have that yellow card, so he can't come initially. So here we are in the second half, and Bradley Davids kicks it down the pitch, chases on by Mapimpi. He looks around, but that ball took a wicked bounce and went the other way, and they're still trying to chase it down. Oh, it's knocked on by the Bulls. Oh, the Sharks are going to get a break here. Jaco van der Walt could not field that ball, but now I think we'll see David Creel come back on the pitch here now, because that was at 30:05, and now it's 40:33. So Jaco van der Walt had a hard time with that one. Looks like the rain has stopped completely now. So they're not showing the card up as being off, but it should be off. Stedman Huntz is coming in. Bulls done a pretty good job not giving up points here. So Stedman Huntz, former Blitzbach, comes into the game. He'll be replacing Forster, but Forster's card hasn't expired, so I'm not really sure. I guess it has. We should have both players back. There's a nice scrum, and the Sharks get a scrum penalty. They can kick this one, but Ethan Hooker collapsing the scrum. Going to come back for the penalty. All right, let's see what happens. Lionel Cronje is in the game for the Sharks. Fezzen Bata and Ruan Dreyer have come in. And Lionel Cronier. But did he replace Nsuku? Who did he replace? Lionel Cronier is going to do the kick here. Now it's Masuku. Masuku's having a shot at goal. So he didn't come in for Masuku. So who did he come in for? Lionel Cronier comes into the game. Bulls are giving away too many penalties. It's Masuku a chance to put the Sharks in front for the first time today. Okay, we're down to just the one card now. There's the kick. Oh, it fell off the tee. The wind blew it off the tee. 15 seconds now, Masuku. This might affect the kick. Here he comes. Flags go up, and the Sharks are in front for the first time. Sharks in front for the first time, folks. Apparently, Yaku Williams went out. So is he out? And that's who Cronier came in for a replacement. Huh. Yaku Williams came in for an HIA on Julius. So that means Lionel Cronier has come in for Yaku Williams. And now we got a Shark. Ron Dreyer just came on the pitch. He's walking off. Ron Dreyer, I just mentioned his name like 30 seconds ago, and he's leaving the game. Good Lord. My goodness. So Andrew Jacobs will have to come back. Just like that. Man, that's not good for the Sharks. Here's the restart to the Sharks inside the 22. Chichuka has it. Vincent Chichuka. He goes over the 22. Tackle made there by the Bulls. And the Sharks are out in front for the first time, folks. 10-8. Both yellow cards have now expired. Full strength. Devin Williams over midfield. Dancing. He found space. Devin Williams down the 10 meters. Still going. Devin Williams runs into Chichuka. Oh, my goodness. Devin Williams runs into Vincent Chichuka. And after that surging run down the pitch, he stopped cold. Fez Mbata's in now. Yeah, I got that already. Trevor and Kanye's in. Sharks have changed their entire front row. But as I said, Andre Jacobs has to come back in. Steban Hans came in for Forster. He's out now. Here's a kick down to the 22. We got a whistle. Got a whistle there. These are injuries these teams do not need with the URC coming up and with the knockout stage of the Currie Cup. This could be devastating. Oh, who's this now? Devin Williams is going off the pitch with an injury. Good Lord. And the Bulls are going to go for the post to take the lead again. Devin Williams, where did this happen at? Oh, from that tackle. Oh. Let me see. Vincent Chichuka met him. That needs to go to the TMO. That was a high tackle. Looks like a head-to-head contact there. Oh, no head-to-head. It was close. Close. Wow. So Devin Williams is out now. My goodness. Who comes in for him? Bota Chamberlain, probably. Got to make sure I'm straight. Bota Chamberlain, I'm expecting to be a Shark, but he's actually a Bull. So here's the kick from Jaco van der Walt. Straight on here. And he's going to get it. And the Bulls go right back in front, 11-10. Wow. But the more concerning issue is Devin Williams going out of the game here. He was limping off. My goodness. Rain is back. It's 11-10. Bulls in front again. My goodness. So Devin Williams is out. My expectation would be that Bota Chamberlain came in to replace him, but I've not seen that announced. Chamberlain wearing number 22 jersey. I'll look for him. It is Bota Chamberlain for Devin Williams. Oh, that looked like a head-to-head, but it was a chest hit. Bulls restart just outside the 22. Taken back by Ambrose Papier. And he kicks it. Box kick down the pitch. That's going to get past midfield. And Hendrickson gets it. And as Cameron Hannicum says, Merry Christmas. Welcome to your tackle. Buries him right there. Bradley Davids now. Wow. So Bota Chamberlain is in the game for Devin Williams. Call to use it for Bradley Davids. Have to get rid of it here. He does. High ball taken by Jaco van der Walt. Van der Walt dancing around up to the 10-meter line. He's tackled there by the Sharks. Pick and go by, he lost it, Gumeda. It's a knock-on. And the Bulls turn the ball over. Uh-oh, Vincent Chichuka and Akar Fundamev are really getting out of here, grabbing jerseys and pushing and shoving. I don't know what prompted that. Did not see that. Boy, the crowd's excited now. Pushing and shoving. Chichuka and Fundamev, and Chichuka's talking a lot of smack. Like, bring it on, bring it on. I don't know what's prompted that. Oh, that was a moment of excitement. Probably the most exciting thing in this game thus far. Chichuka talking smack. Akar Fundamev walking away. Okay, now we're going to talk to the captains here. Uh-oh. Oh, we're going to talk to both the players. Chichuka and Akar Fundamev. They're calling him over.
It's fine if you sub him for now. No, bring it back on because I'm gonna give a penalty. You can't make a sub on a penalty.
Can't make a sub on a penalty. All right, so Akar Fundamev was going out of the game. Now he's back. Now he's back.
As well, he's together.
Number 2. Oh my goodness. So Akar Fundamev, who was going out of the game, has to come back now. Yeah, he tried to slip off the field there.
I think maybe he
There's a
was
lot of
upset
respect
about
between
being
the two teams,
subbed.
all right? Because they're good players. That is unnecessary. I expect more from you as a captain. This is the Currie Cup. Let's respect it, okay? Thank you. It's going to be a penalty against you for number 2 starting it, okay?
Yep, okay. Yep, okay. So Griffin Colby handles that very well. So penalty against the Bulls. Well, they both act in the same way. Going to deal with the guy that started it. So Chichuka, the captain, gets in a fight. Not really performing as a captain should. So, yeah. So there you go. So Akar Fundamev goes out of the game, but he can't go out yet. So they're going to go for points here. The Sharks get a chance to go right back on top here. Wow, this is crazy. Garrett, you said minus 54, no way they could play. They did play. They did play that day. I was in high school. I watched that game from Ohio. I was just a few miles away, about 150 kilometers from where the game was played. It was unbelievably cold. I'll never forget that. It was horrible. Yep, and they played that game. San Diego and the Cincinnati Bengals played that game. It was the Ice Bowl, they called it. All right, here's a kick coming. Bester's got to hold it. And that's a beautiful kick by Sia Masuku. He's getting the job done for the Sharks. Masuku with the conversion. And the Sharks back in front now, 13-11. Akar Fundamev cost his team dearly there. It cost his team dearly there. So the Bulls now trailing once again, 13-11. But it's gone back and forth in the last 5 minutes. Restart. So Fundamev is out now after the conversion. He'll be replaced by Johan Hubela. Bradley Davis kicks it down the pitch, and Bota Chamberlain knocks it down, but backwards. Stedman Hunt's replacement's out there now. Henry Immelman on the near side. He's done nothing in this game, and that's the most he's done the whole game. Picked up about 10 meters. Ambrose Papier. He's looking for somebody to give it to. He finally finds Marcel Coetzee, who's been very quiet in the second half. I haven't called his name at all. Bounces off his shoulder. Oh, it's picked out of the air, but then knocked on. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Bester for the Sharks. Almost had a ball that bounced off a player's shoulder. My goodness. But that's where the conditions play a role. Couldn't get his fingers on it. Man, that would have been a try for sure for the Sharks. The ball bounced off a Bulls player. Here it is. Yeah, right there. And it was tipped backwards by Yaku and then almost caught. My goodness. That shouldn't be a penalty. It was already a ball. It was loose. Scrum to the Bulls. My goodness. Approaching the 50th minute here. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Good times never seem so good. So good, so good. I've been inclined. All right, here we go. Crouch. Finally. Little intermission there. Bind. set. New folks in the front row. Lavagna's come in for the Bulls as well for Van Rooyen. And the Bulls have a penalty, and Cameron Hannikin's off on the loose. Ambrose Papier kicks it forward. The Bulls charging down the pitch. Who's going to get there? Papier! He's got it! Wow. Ambrose Papier gets the try for the Bulls out of nothing, man. Incredible. Cameron Hannikin started that, and they were playing advantage. What a scrum from the Bulls. My goodness. Ambrose Papier gets it done. Incredible play. Wow. That was brilliant support line, a brilliant kick, a brilliant chase down. So Hannikin comes away with that. He has Papier from before midfield. He kicks it at about the 10-meter line, and then he just turns on the afterburners. And boy, the Sharks are slow. Lionel Cronier tries to get there, but he just cannot. And Papier initially didn't have that ball down. They had to work to get that ball down because Lionel Cronier made a hell of an effort to keep that ball held up. Kick is good. Wow. That was a very, very special try. Man. And the score now is 18-13 as the Bulls go out in front. Wow. Whew. Ambrose Papier put the wheels on there, but Pimpy couldn't get him. Hooker couldn't get him. Lionel Cronier, initially held him up. Klopper's in also. The entire front row is changed out for the Bulls, and it's dropped by the Bulls. And they knock it on the restart. It's a Gumeda. Gumeda's had a brilliant game, and he finally makes a mistake. So the entire front row is out now for the Bulls, and now the front row is Johan Grubler, Corne Lavagna, and Francois Klopper. 52 minutes. It bounced off his chest. (52-25) in the second half. 18-13 the Bulls. We had a back and forth seesaw game for the last 10 minutes of the game. Last 8 minutes of the game. The lead has changed hands a few times here. It was 8-7, then 10-8, then 11-10. Oh, Ethan Hooker with a big carry. Sharks now driving. We got a whole new ball game in the second half. Can the Sharks score here? Ball carried forward by Emil van Heerden. The first time we call van Heerden's name. Oh, what a big hit on Bester. But the Sharks still have possession here. Bester got hit hard. Down to 3 meters away. In front of the post. Here come the Sharks. Oh, they did a dummy, and it didn't work. Ball bounces out there. Is it going to be a knock-on? I think we're going to have something going on at TMO here because that looked like it could have been a high hit on Bester. Accidental knock-on here, so he wants a high tackle. So Colvin Griffey says the player was slipping, and that's why the contact happened. Let's see it. Here it is. No. He didn't slip. He slipped because he got hit. Oh, I disagree. Bester got hit high. He didn't slip. Let's see again. No. Good. I mean, look, in real time, I appreciate Griffin Colby saying that, but in replay, it's pretty clear. Sharks, Grubler's out, and Corne Raw comes in for them. Replacement hooker. Corne Raw is finally in the game for Gebrand Grubler, who's done nothing in this game. So the Bulls get the ball at their 5-meter line after Sharks had a golden opportunity to score here. Papier, clearance kick from Jaco van der Walt. Let's see how far he gets that. That's not going to get outside the 22. Came off the side of that boot there. Takes a little bit of pressure off. Going to be a line out now. The Sharks have to come down with the line out. They were just 3 meters away. Now they're 18 meters away. Thanks for being here, folks. 254 people. Be sure to hit the like button. This looks like our best Currie Cup game of the weekend on a Sunday, no less. Thank you all for showing up. Our Sunday games have been viewed pretty well. I'm not sure why that is, but I don't care. As long as people are here, that's what matters. Thanks for being here, folks. Really appreciate it. 54 minutes, 53 seconds in the second half. Line out. Overcooked by the Sharks. Picked up over there by Johan Gerbela. Well done on their part. Here's a kick. And that ball goes deep by Jaco van der Walt. Man, now the Sharks are back on their side of the pitch. Here comes Jordan Hendricks over midfield. 10-meter line still going. And he runs into a tackle there of Cobus Visa. The ball is stolen. Not releasing. Hendricks didn't release. So the Sharks go from the verge of scoring a try 3 meters out in what should have been a penalty on a high tackle. Bester was taken out. I disagree. Griffin Colby's called a good game. And in real time, I could see why he thought he slips. But he doesn't slip until he's hitting the shoulder and knocked backwards. That was a high tackle. The TMO should have caught that. Should have caught that Morning Ferrer and overruled Griffin Colby on that one. In real time, can't blame the official for that. It sure looked like that. But should have been a TMO review on that. So now the Bulls will have the ball out in front again. Sharks haven't lost in a long time, and the Bulls had not lost all season until last week. Wow. So I have two teams that have hot streaks ended here, potentially. The Bulls have theirs ended. And line out is not straight. The Bulls throw a sloppy Johan Gerbela's first line out. He's out there trying to imitate Joseph Dweba. Oh, my goodness. 56 minutes in the contest now, folks. Shouldn't show their preferences. Need to be neutral. (56-36), 18-13. So it'll be a scrum to the Sharks after the Bulls throw it in crooked. People taking some of their rain gear off as it stopped. Yeah, it looks like it may have stopped. A lot of people have come down from the heights back to their seats. Hard to tell on the screen. 57 minutes in the contest now. 18-13, Bulls leading over the Sharks. Bind. Set. Ball's kicked down the pitch by Lionel Cronier. And Immelman gets it. He's been quiet. Over to Bota Chamberlain, who's going to do a clearance kick for the Bulls. And he'll find touch. Good clearance by Bota Chamberlain, but he's not happy with the distance. Kickers are never happy with the clearance kick distance. Almost never. Are they like, yeah, that's where it went. Again, we need to put sensors in the balls and then have, detectors on the sideline know where it crosses. That's what needs to happen. But there has to be a very powerful sensor because it'd be way up in the air. You have to be able to pick that ball up crossing the line. Maybe put a laser out there. Who knows? 57-57. Here's a lineup by the Sharks. And that one's thrown in by Fez Mbata's first line out. Sharks have it in them all, but it's not really going anywhere at the moment. Wants the call to use it. And Bradley Davis pulls it out of there. Sharks moments ago were just knocking on the door. Now they got nothing. Lionel Cronier high into the air to the far side. Who's going to get this? Ooh. Bester went up, knocked backwards, knocked forwards. Okay. Wow. So, and come back for a scrum. 250 people here, 100 likes. Thank you. I'm loving that, folks. Good to see 3,000 views for Currie Cup. Let's see how we've done this weekend on Currie Cup while we get ready for this restart here. So, I haven't put a prepared video since May on my channel. So, let's see. We got this weekend, we started with, well, we got to go back before that. So, boy, a lot of broadcasts this weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, yes. Okay, that's I had to restart that one game several times. So, a bunch of times. All right, so not as many games I thought because those Japan things. All right, so first one, well, that's Friday. So Friday we had Griquas and Province. That one was viewed. Oh, that's better than this one. Griquas and Province had 4,700 views. Buthelezi comes out of the game for the Sharks. James Fenta comes in. He's not even on the list of players. Butelezi's out. Okay. Yeah. So that one we got 4,700 views on Friday. And then the next game was the Lions. We had 2,700? 2,700 views on that one. And then we had South Africa, New Zealand, 13,700. A lot of that came after the game. Yeah, it's pretty good. People are still watching now. So cool. South Africa versus New Zealand, 13,700. It's a little bit better than last week. It was only 10,000. Argentina versus Australia. We had 4,300 in that game last night. That's a bit of a surprise. 4,400 now. Picked up 8 subscribers. Thanks for that. Okay, Bulls to replace Hanneken with Carr. Nizam Carr comes in the game for Cameron Hanneken. Crouch. It'll be a Bulls scrum. It was the Sharks knocked it on. Zach Berger's also in the game. I just saw that. So replaces scrum half. Ambrose Papier comes out. Berger comes in. Zach Berger gets it in there. 59 minutes in the game. Heads the last 20. And it went straight up. They're going to reset it. All right. Yeah. And then we got this game today. We're over 2,000 now. That's pretty cool. 3,000, I should say. Thanks for joining us here, folks. How are we doing on subscribers? We gain any subscribers with this one? Let me see. Well, 435. We gained a few. So handling errors are 8 to the Bulls, 6 to the Sharks thus far. So a little bit of sloppiness. That's actually not bad given the conditions. Just 14 handling errors, 60 minutes in. All right, here we go. Last 20 minutes of the contest. The Bulls reset this scrum. Crouch. Bind. Set. Zach Berger puts it in there. And it's going nowhere here. Now they come out of there. Mpilo Gumeda now with the carry. Berger looking for somebody. He finds... Boy, nice there by Cobus Visa now. Nice carry by him, but he gets taken down pretty quickly. Zach Berger's trying to get to the ball, but it's an awkward position. He's got to use it. It gets fingers on it. Sharks hit it, and it goes right to the wing, out to the Bulls, and then they knock it on. Oh, Corne Lavagna knocks it on. So the Sharks are going to have this. But they've got the ball, playing a knock-on advantage here, and sloppy play here. Sharks under control now. Okay, here we go. Oof. Hanro Jacobs left the game, but he's back now. Still a knock-on advantage call to use it. Cameron Wright's in there now. Another change. This one's for the Sharks. Bench is getting cleared. Cameron Wright came in for Bradley Davids. Bulls get it. They gave up the knock-on advantage, and Jakob van der Walt throws that ball. Who did he throw it to? Bester? And I think the Sharks have got it. I said Sharks lost possession of the ball, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, a lot of players coming on the pitch simultaneously, and it's all discombobulated for both sides at the moment. Less than 20 minutes ago, we're in the final quarter of this game. Just 3 tries in this one. 18-13. This kind of looks like the South Africa-New Zealand final result yesterday, 18-12. Celery juice diet. My goodness. Cameron Hanneken looked really good, Albert. Yep. No, I don't think he'd be a buck against Argentina. It would be something to see, though, wouldn't it? But, yeah, Cameron Hanneken looked very good. Gumeda is getting taped up now around his calf. Playing Queen in the stadium. Now, this is a DJ that's got his job figured out. Those are Sharks rain covers. They sell those at the stadium. A lot of people wearing them. There's a dad and his couple kids there. Excited to be on camera. Yeah, 61 minutes, 30 seconds. We got a break in the action here, folks. People bundled up wearing parkas and puffer vest. Oh, my goodness. It doesn't get that cold in South Africa, man. But South Africans get that cold. All right, 61-30. Still waiting here to be a scrum on the far side of the pitch, real close to that touchline. Cameron Wright will put it in for the Sharks. Crouch. Bind. Set. Cameron Wright digs it out of the scrum. Ethan Hooker with another great carry for the Sharks. He's had a quiet but very successful contribution today. Penalty advantage now for the Sharks. They're going to be able to get 3 out of this if they want. Wright kicks it high into the air. It's knocked on by the Bulls and it's gathered by the Sharks. They're inside of 22. I wonder if they're still playing advantage here. I haven't heard advantage called over. Offside, another penalty. Oh, Cameron Wright spun around and tossed around by Gumeda, who's had a monster of a game for the Bulls. Well, he's really stepped up, and Pilo Gumeda really been a great player today. Sharks trying to get something going here. They're going through phases now. Chuchuka carries it. They're pick and go. They're getting something. They're picking up meters as they go. Great work by the Sharks. And the Bulls laying on top of the ball. Are we going to come back for the penalty? Was the advantage over? I never heard him say the advantage was over. So I guess the advantage was over. The Bulls win a penalty. Shame for the Sharks. He had 2 penalties called, 2 advantages. He's coming over and asking about that. What about our penalty advantage? He said the advantage was over. Yeah, it was very quick loss of penalty advantage. I don't think that's just. I don't think that's just, Griffin Colby. That should be a Sharks penalty. That was a good clearance kick there. That was unjust. I mean, he just called a penalty advantage for them just moments before. Huh. So the Bulls get a key steal there, and that's unbelievable. Sharks got cheated on that one, folks. I'm sorry. They got cheated on that one. So the clock has stopped. Somebody's getting treated over here. Can't see who it is. Changing boots. Gypsy Backpackers kick out and force today. Come on, Bulls. 18 degrees in Durban is like minus 20. Yeah, exactly. With snow for locals. Exactly, Albert. That's what it is. Yeah, anyway, thanks for being here, folks. 260 people here. Really do appreciate the folks showing up on a Sunday to join me for play-by-play and color commentary. She's got caught dancing on camera. A little bit surprised. Not embarrassed, but surprised. They're caught on camera. They can't be bothered with it. Hey, they're on camera now. There's little kids. It's so funny watching kids in the stands. I don't know why people get so excited about being on camera. Oh my goodness. Someone drinking a nice little mixed drink there. Kids dancing again. This is great. We got a big break in the action here. 63 minutes, 45 seconds. Sharks still trailing 18-13 at home. Kings Park. Looks like it was Pepsi Buthelezi. Is he back out there? Here's a line out to the Bulls now. Sharks have got to get something going here if they want to win this game. Oh, nicely done in the air. Bulls have got a ruck formed here. Zach Berger's going to dig it out. Nizam Carr. Berger going to dig it out. Probably going to make a box kick here. Call to use it. There's a countdown there. Zach Berger better not go slow. That's going to be high ball for Makazole Mapimpi. Mapimpi not done anything today. Now he does something. But then he runs into Zach Berger. Zach Berger takes down Makazole Mapimpi. Tackles him. Wow. Look at that. Sharks running into stiff position there. Call to use it for Cameron Wright. He kicks it back the other way. Box kick. Mapimpi chases. They're going to be offside here. Oh, and that's going to give the Bulls a chance to take it out to 21 in a 2-score game. Wow. Fezembata looks a little shaken down there. Bulls can put this game out of reach. Fezembata's grimacing out there. Yep, they're going to go for the post, I would imagine, here. Yeah, Mapimpi was like 5 meters out there before the ball's even kicked. It really hurt his team. Could cost them the game right here. Bulls doing what they need to do down on the East Coast. 65 minutes, 21 seconds in the contest. No rush here from Jaco van der Walt. He will want to make the kick, though. Not a particularly difficult kick unless the wind has an impact. Where's Malcolm Marks? He played yesterday for the Springboks. Jake wasted millions on this Bulls team since Barry Turnbull. I don't know about that. He's going to go left of the post. Missed it. Nope. All right, so the game's still in reach for the Sharks. Lucky there. Macazzoli and Pimpy nearly cost his team. I wonder if the weather contributed to that. His kicks have been good. That was ugly. Wide left. 18-13, so the game is still in play. Less than 14 minutes remain. Lionel Cronier. And there's his kick from inside the 22. He sends it down inside the other 10-meter line. Both to Chamberlain. Here's the kick. Chase is on. Knocked on by the Sharks. Oh, offsides by the Bulls in front of the kicker. So good break. And the Sharks, instead of kicking for territory, Lionel Cronier's down. Oh, my goodness. Why is he hurt? There wasn't even any play here. Oh, he went up for the ball. Oh, he was hit. And he's hurt. Lionel Cronier's down. Okay, he's up. All right, man, that's not good. 309 Currie Cup points in 67 appearances for Lionel Cronier. Down to 12-plus minutes remaining here, folks. Slipping away from the Sharks. But, again, the outcome doesn't matter. This is next week, a rematch. 5-meter line taken by the Bulls. And both the Chamberlain just gets that ball away. It stays in play. Out to the 10-meter line. Here come the Sharks. Here's a chance. Cronier goes wide. Almost throws it away. Nice job there saving that ball by Emmanuel Chuchuka. We haven't even called his number all day. Macazzoli and Pimpy screaming about something here. Trevor and Kanye carrying the ball forward now. Cronier. Ooh, to Cornet Raul. And the Bulls just making a nuisance of themselves, and that's Marcel Coetzee. All right, trailing by 5 points here. Do they take the 3 and go to 16? I think that's a smart money. Got 12 minutes left in the game. They're not going to take the points. We got blood here. Zach Berger's got blood. Got the clock stopped at 68 minutes and 6 seconds as Zach Berger gets treated on the sidelines. Yeah, Colin missed the penalty. You get a single bed, a double bed, and then you get Ebenetza bed. That's funny. That's good. I haven't heard that, S-Box. A single bed, a double bed, and then Ebenetza bed. That's good. That's a good one. So Zach Berger is going off pitch. He got hit high. 70 points in 37 appearances. And he's being replaced by Ambrose Papier will come back into the game. Zach Berger will go out. They're going to go for the points, and that's the smart money. Hopefully he can make it for the Sharks and close this to a much closer game. Sia Masuka's had a break game off the tee. He needs to continue it here. 12.5 minutes, 11.5 minutes, I should say, remaining. Sia Masuku, 40 seconds on the clock. It's a 13-18 game. Kings Park. Hollywood Bets Kings Park in Durban. The casino's just down the road across the street there. Boy, it's really raining hard now. Tough kick. He got it. Wow, Masuka's been absolutely brilliant. 18-16 now with just 11 minutes remaining in the game. As I said, good decision there. Now it just takes a penalty that can win the game. The Sharks can. Wow. Here's the restart. Bulls send it deep this time. Taken by Cameron Wright. He's going to send it for a clearance kick. That is a great kick out past the 10-meter line. Cameron Wright just come into the game recently. Brilliant job. He's complaining about where the mark is, but, dude, that's a hell of a kick. He's still upset, but that took it out to the 10-meter line. So the Bulls will have the ball. 69-31. 10.5 minutes remain in this one, folks, from East Coast to South Africa. More people have made their way down from the upper dry spots to the lower spots. Okay, Johan Grubela, who had a terrible line out last time. Let's see what happens here. Approaching the 10-minute point. 69-50. Grubela throws it in. This time they get it. Cobus Visa gets it. Cobus Visa really put some minutes in here today. And here come the Bulls. Oh, this maul is really working well for them. Still driving. Boy, they picked up a lot of meters here, approaching the 22 now. Finally, he gets stopped by the Sharks. It squirts out the back. Papier out there now. And there's Creel. He tries to kick it forward right into the hands of Chichuka, Vincent Chichuka. When he tries to throw it away, and he throws it forward, and now the Bulls have it again. They're playing a knock-on advantage. Ambrose Papier. The Bulls try to get onside. Cobus Visa. They go wide. Herbala. 70 minutes and 40 seconds now in the contest. Bota Chamberlain. Creel. Oh, and Yaku Fandeval throws it away. Makazalian Pimpy kicks it. But we're already playing a knock-on advantage. But Yaku Fandeval took a big hit from Pimpy. Yeah, there was a knock-on advantage back here from earlier. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. 290 people currently here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. Become a subscriber if you don't mind. Really appreciate it. Get this coverage every week for free. Play-by-play color commentary. A funny American accent. Yeah, but Pimpy, even if he knocked it on himself, so don't know what he thinks he was doing there. All right, so the clock's still running 71-22, but it's 18-16 now, Kings Park. And we've got Chichuka getting treatment down, it looks like. Boy, a lot of players have not shown up at all today. Harold Forster had a big impact in the game, but then he got the yellow card and went out with the HIA. Marcel Coetzee is the one that forced Chichuka to lose that forward. Stephen Huntz has been in the game for a few minutes. Not really much out of him. We've seen something out of Bota Chamberlain. Berger was had a good impact, but then went out with blood bin pretty quickly. Only Sintu Manjezi hasn't come in the game that I can see for the Bulls. Yep. So Akafandimov got in a fight earlier. He's taken out. Wasn't much of a fight. Marcel Coetzee had impact early on, but not much. The guy who's really had impact here, two of them, is Mpilo Gumede and also Cameron Hannikin had big impacts here for the Bulls. Hannikin is out of the game, but Gumede is still in there. That's about it, though. The rest of the team is not impressed. For the Sharks, I'd say that Ethan Hooker's had a really good game. Sia Masuka's had a good game. And maybe Bradley Davids, but that's about it. Dylan Richardson, maybe. Crouch. Bind. Set. So the Sharks are going to get it for the Bulls knock-on. Sharks scrum just inside midfield, 48 meters. Ball's there. It's available. No penalty called. They go wide now. Lionel Cronier out to Masuka. Masuka kicks it forward. Chases on. That won't be a 50-22. Oh, Bulls fall down. Oh, now they're chased back to the try line. It's Immelman. He's tackled in the try zone. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My goodness. 5-meter scrum. What incredible play by the Sharks there. Boy, they got themselves in great shape here now. 7.5 minutes remain. Ball bounces up and, Bota Chamberlain falls down. Then Bester can't get rid of it. Immelman is buried by 3 Sharks who show up. Masuko, Henriksen, and also Lapis Labaskakna. When did he come in the game? They cleared their bench out. Lapis Labaskakna was there as well, and they bury Henry Immelman in the try zone. 5-meter scrum now for the Sharks, and the clock is ticking, but man, here's their chance to win this game right here. My goodness. Whew. Wow. Jillian says Sharks can do it. Well, they can. Here's a potential. Hey, be sure to hit the like button, folks. That didn't cost you anything but a moment of your time, right? Right below the video.
That was easy.
Hit that. There you go. Come on. Come on. Playing Journey out there. Streetlights. The DJ at this stadium has done a very good job mixing up the music, keeping it playing when play is not in play, and stopping for the game. Well done. He just stopped it again. Thank you. Much better than Loftus or what we've seen in these other stadiums. It was atrocious in Nelspruit yesterday. The DJ. All right. Approaching. Oh, the clock is stopped at 72. No, it's not. Still going. 7 minutes left. Crouch. Bind. Sharks need a big scrum here. Set. Sharks. Put it in the pipe. Oh, they're drive forward. They're driving forward. They got a penalty. Right, he's got Hendricks. Hendricks is over there. He's got it. Jordan Hendricks in the corner. The crowd goes nuts. The Sharks have scored. Can you believe it? Wow. Can you believe it, folks? A Sharky's on the pitch. Get off the pitch. Wow, Hendricks gets a try in the corner. Unbelievable. It's been a long, wet, cold, miserable day, and Sharks fans finally have something to cheer about. Jordan Hendricks, though, with a try for the Sharks in the corner. Wow. All because of that kick. Also a high tackle there, but no calling that. My goodness, Jordan Hendricks gets it done. As I said, I like him a lot better than his brother. That's a tough kick from Isuku from the corner. Very tough. Just missed it. Just missed it. So 21-18. 6 minutes left. That could have made a difference here. But Masuku, tough kick from the far corner there. Misses his first kick of the game. Doesn't matter, Colin. Yeah, but it's been entertaining in the second half nonetheless. Here's a restart. And Cornet Rawl comes down with it for the Sharks. Just over 5 minutes remaining. 5.5. 6 lead changes in this game. Wow, it's been back and forth, like I said. Cameron Wright. And the ball bounces. And then Chamberlain chases it down. And Jaco van der Walt falls. And he's under pressure. Lionel Cronje had him by the boot, but he gets away. And the Sharks doing a good job rolling away from the tackle. A penalty. Oh, go for the corner here. Sharks. Wow. They win a penalty, and the Bulls just discombobulated here at the end. The changes have not improved the Bulls' play. They've made it go downhill. We're going to go for the post. 5 minutes remain. Tough kick again for Sia Masuku, even harder than the last one. But the last one didn't go through the post because it needed more distance. If it had been a little further, it would have gone through. Another kick into the corner. And he's kicked the dead one through. Going to come back, so the penalty means nothing. So the Bulls will get it right back. Oh, my goodness. Every time you get excited for the Sharks, it comes back the other way. Told you my Sharks and my team is winning the Blues. So you told me, Lawrence? Towel coat? Okay, thanks. I missed that. Sharks surprised Brandon. Well, I think both teams surprised me here. Very disjointed performance by both sides today. It's anybody's game with 4 minutes remaining, but it's a scrum for the Bulls. 76 minutes now. 4 minutes remain. Still waiting for the scrum to get started. Might burn a lot of time here. Sharks still in the lead. Crouch. Bind. Set. And Ambrose Papier, after Zach Berger went out with that injury, he gets it in play, brings it out of the back of that scrum. The Bulls need to try. Chamberlain. Oh, Stedman Hans to the wing to Henry Immelman. Immelman grabbed by the leg and tackled there by Lapis Labaskakna. Papier. Nizam Kar now with a carry. Only his second carry since he came in, as I recall. Jaco van der Walt. They're going wide. Creel tries to break through, and he throws it back. Oh, it's tipped back by the Sharks into Johan Gerbela's hand. So it's a knock-on by the Sharks, and the Bulls retain possession. Up the midfield now. Here come the Bulls. Here come the Bulla. Oh, nearly picked off by the Sharks. But the Bulls throw it on the wing. What's going on here? We got a whistle. 3 minutes remain. Wow. Knock on over there. Okay, knock on the far side. 2 knock-ons here. So is it a penalty or knock on? It's a knock on. All right, 2.5 minutes remain. Yes, I think the Bulls can win the semifinal. Yeah, it was knocked on by Bester, Lille Bester. My goodness, folks, this has been in the end a barn burner. Not a very good game, but the weather's definitely had impact. But wow, 2.5 minutes remain. 77-34. anybody's game at this stage. Sharks can win. In full disclosure, I did pick the Sharks to win this in Super Brew. Might be one of my correct few picks this weekend. I got the Sharks by 5. They're winning by 3. So if the game ends like this, I do well. Helps my Super Brew. But let's see what happens here. 2.5 minutes remain. 21-18. Sharks out in front. The Towel Sharks in front of the Blue Bulls. Currie Cup action. Last regular season game. Next week we have the semifinals at Ellis Park. It will be the Lions hosting the Limping Cheetahs, who are entering the playoffs on 3 of their 4 legs, creeping into the playoffs semifinal. Set. And Embers Poppy puts it in. It collapses. No penalty call. But the Bulls have it. Yaku Thunderval gets over to Steven Hans, who's fresh. He dumps it off the boat to Chamberlain. Coming down past midfield. Here come the Bulls. But a nice tackle over there. Is it Ethan Hooker? Yeah, Ethan Hooker. He's been a superstar for the Sharks today. Ooh. Oh, slip. There's no malplay there. Player slipped down. It's getting hard to run out there. Oh, it's knocked on by Nizam Carr, and that's going to do it for the Bulls. That's going to do it with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. Nizam Carr, tough one. He slipped down there and knocked it on. And Makazone Mapimpi's tapping him on the shoulder like, that's a tough one, buddy. Tough one. Wow. So the Sharks are going to escape with a victory here. This would be unbelievable. Let's go, Sharks. 78-43. Wow, folks. So who's our man of the match? We got to do a man of the match vote here real quick. We got 300 plus people here. Start a poll. Man of the match. All right, let's put a man of the match up. Start with the Bulls, Gumeda. Then we go with Sharks. And then we got one more option. It's been a close game. We can go either way here. All right, there you go. 3 options for man of the match. Set, and the Sharks bring it out. Here we go. Sharks driving now. Marcel Coetzee there with a tackle. Sharks down just outside the 22, just like that, folks. Just like that. Harry Immelman on the tackle. Cornet Raw with the carry for the Sharks. Taking his time is Cameron Wright until he's told to use it. 15 seconds remain. Bulls not rolling away. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. Just take the points. Take the points. The Hooter's going to go off here any second now. There is the Hooter. Hooter's gone. You're going to go for the post. Yeah, that's what I said. Go for the post. Wow. So the Bulls are going to lose this one. Folks, that's going to wind up with a result on the log of the Bulls at 7-2-1. The Sharks 6-3-1. Just a game behind. They start the season the Bulls go 3-0, the Sharks go 0-3, and the Sharks are going to finish just 1 game behind the Bulls. They won't get a bonus point here, so they'll go to 35. So it'll be 43, 37, 35, and 30 for the playoff contenders. Wow. See Masuku, who missed that tough kick earlier, but this doesn't matter. This is just to make sure they can kill the ball. Here it is. I think that's wide. Flags go up, 24-18. Wow, and the Sharks win 24-18. John Plumtree doesn't look all that excited about it, though. A number of players took some niggles and hits in this game, so final score, the Bulls lose to the Sharks 24-18. I picked the Sharks by, 5 or 7? What did I say? And the Sharks by 5. They win by 6. My Super Brew went well. I'm loving that. It's like McDonald's, man. I'm loving it. As they shake hands here. Hang around. We'll see who the man of the match is by the television crew. And we'll give you that information. Thanks for tuning in here, folks. Almost 4,000 views on this. Not as good as our game the other day, but pretty good for a Sunday, to say the least. I thank everybody for tuning in. Right now, 299 people here. Yes, Yeater, that's the game. Loftus is waiting. Don't want biased commentators. Huh? Johannes Theodorus Blingnot. What are you talking about, biased commentators? Biased for whom? This is fairly called for both games. Or both teams. It was very fair call on both sides here. Neither side wanted it. Sharks looked worse in the first half, and I said so. The Bulls did one in the second half, and I said so. The other person I didn't really give a nod to here who had a great performance was Cobus Visa. He was brilliant for the Bulls as well. What do you mean biased commentary? Please, instead of making an empty comment, just share what your issue is. What was something said here that bothered you, that was unfair? Do share. I'm curious. Anyway, let's go back. I'll see what the comments are while we wait for these guys to come up. Man of the match, I got 58 votes out of 300 people. That's pretty lame. Helene says, thanks for broadcasting. My pleasure. Enjoy it while it lasts, Sharks. Hopefully Bulls will win next weekend, says Colin. Well done, says Sharks, says Jillian. Frederick says, you just love the Sharks like the Bulls. What are you talking about, Frederick Smook? Where do people get this nonsense from? Where do you get this nonsense from? I'm a Western Province supporter. I'm not a Sharks supporter. I'm not even wearing a Sharks jersey. I'm wearing a Bulls jersey. Good Lord. You guys, what are you drinking there? Is there a shortage of Casa Lager and somebody passing around Chibuku? Is that what's going on? Seriously. A Shark supporter? No, I'm not a Shark supporter. I don't know where anybody could draw that conclusion. That's just ludicrous. I will only root for the Sharks in URC when they're playing someone else that's not South African. And I'm consistent in that. I don't know where you get your nonsense from. You must be new to the channel, drawing bizarre conclusions, unless you're just trying to have a go and you're just having a, just going at me there. Yeah, decent game there. Thanks, Chris. Thanks very much for all the rugby commentators weekend. Yeah, from Vietnam. You're very welcome, Big G. We did them all. We did Province and the Griquas, and that hurt my heart. Good to see the Griquas win, but not against Province on Friday. We saw the Lions and the Griffins on Friday. Then yesterday we had the Pumas and Cheetahs. I changed my jerseys for that, but forgot to change my Pumas jersey until late for the Cheetahs. And then today we have the Bulls and Sharks. I called all those games, plus the USA versus Japan, the Pacific Nations Cup. Had all kinds of technical issues in that game. Sorry for that. Had to restart it 5 times. And then we had the Springboks and the All Blacks from the mother city of Cape Town. That was incredible. It was epic. Waiting for them to come back here to talk. But I noticed that no one's coming back with... we all know you love the Pumas this flesh. And it's just funny, you know. How does somebody take away from this that I love the Sharks? I mean, that's just funny. I was excited to see the game pick up action here. That's what I was excited to see. It's just kind of funny where people draw such bizarre inferences. Unless you're having a go at me. If you're having a go at me, that's fine. It's pretty funny. But I cover the rugby for the love of the game, to promote the game. There are a lot of South Africans who have given up on rugby. And the past 3 years that I've been doing this, a lot of South Africans have come back to rugby because of my infectious enthusiasm. That's not my statement. That's what many people, not one or two, but dozens, if not more, people have contacted me and told me and thanked me for the infectious enthusiasm I bring to my coverage, whether it's my interviews of rugby, famous rugby players, coaches, and officials like Jonathan Kaplan, Victor Matfield, Bram van Straten, Nas Botha, take your pick. Not to mention the current players playing in rugby. It's or its coverage of the games, or my analysis of games. People have enjoyed it. People enjoy my commentary for the most part on the Megaphone broadcast with MV Velman when we talk on Tuesdays, and he posts it. It's good stuff there. Frederick Smook says, I'm in Jakarta. Wow, Jakarta. Man, all these South Africans that can't make a living in South Africa because of the nonsense going on there, traveling abroad for better opportunities. Yep, semifinal next week, folks. Okay, so this will be replayed next week at Loftus, where the Bulls will be at home. And they better win if you're a Bulls fan. They better win. All right, now we get post-game stuff. Gets the stats. Ethan Hooker is their man of the match. Wow, their man of the match is Ethan Hooker. Did I put him up? I sure did. Let me close out that poll. Ethan Hooker, you guys agree?
Ethan, looked like you guys were having a lot of fun out there in the rain.
Yeah, right.
We love these kind of conditions. Yeah, we're used to the wet, so the rain did help us a bit. I'd say we favoured us over the Bulls guys. But yeah, credit to the Bulls, they did very well. We knew them coming here was going to be a tough game, and now credit to them, they did very well.
And these conditions obviously plays into your hands. You like to carry, big strong carrier. Is that how you felt it went today?
Yeah, I know. We got a couple of times we just said the ball's wet, just carry, and they tell me that, and I put a smile on my face. I just drop my hips and go.
Yeah, he had a great game.
I thought you were outstanding today. Well done, and good luck next weekend.
Thank you so much, thanks.
Ethan Hooker. Marcel Coetzee now coming in.
Tough conditions out there. You guys had a nice start. Where do you think it went wrong for you guys?
Yeah, no, just first of all, congratulations to the Sharks. I thought they adapted well in the second half with the kicking game, and they played the pressure game, and they had the big moments when they need to, which will take learnings for going into next week, But yeah, all the best and congratulations.
Yeah, and it's not often that you get to redeem yourself next weekend playing the same team twice in 2 weekends.
Yeah, it's true. No, look, we had a lot of guys that had a preseason now, and this is our first game, and so I think this was an ideal game to get the blowout, just get into the rhythm of things, But then, next week, business weekend.
Thanks, Marcel. Good luck next weekend.
Thanks so much.
Marcel Coetzee. Vincent Chichuka.
Vincent, you must be really proud of your boys.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a rainy day out there, and we knew it was going to be a tough battle, and I really think everyone stepped up to the plate today, yeah.
And do you think mentally it gives you guys a little bit of an upper hand going into the game next weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I think more than anything, we knew it's a back-to-back. We at home this weekend. We knew we had to put our foot stamp on the floor going to next weekend, and I think that's exactly what we did. Obviously, the conditions were not what we expected, but it was a good game, test match rugby, and we came up on top.
Well done to you personally. You had a good game, and also to your team, and good luck next weekend.
Thank you very much.
Vincent Chichuka there, folks. Wow. So there you go. Man of the match, Ethan Hooker, well-deserved. Absolutely well-deserved. Sharks will make the final, says Lawrence. Ooh, that's a bold statement, but could be. Could be. Lions will make the final. Hopefully the Bulls also. Yeah, the Cheetahs, if they get in the final, I'll just be gobsmacked. They are not a team that is playing well. Fleshton says, I'm Welsh, but I really enjoy your rugby coverage. Mostly fair, but it can be a bit one-eyed. Well, it is when South Africans are playing against someone else. Heyman Harman says, thanks. Always nice listening to commentary. Thank you guys so much. Sharks versus Cheetahs final. Wow, that's an incredibly bold statement. So you're going to say the Lions and the Bulls both lose next week? Wow, you can do it. I suppose we'll see. I'm not buying into that storyline though. We'll see. And that's going to wrap it up for this weekend, an epic long weekend of rugby coverage. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Really do appreciate you popping in here. An average view time of 6 minutes in this with over 4,200 people tuning in, which means that while a lot of people are just looking for a free broadcast who pop in here, and I understand that, appreciate that. You don't have DSTV, so you're trying to watch this online. We can't do that. It's a copyright violation, and they'll take our channel down. And this is a business, so we're trying to keep it going here, although I'm doing it for fun, not really a business. It's part of my other business. But anyway, 6 minutes is an incredibly long period of time, given that hundreds, if not thousands of people tune in. They're there for like 3 or 4 seconds, 30 seconds, go, this isn't the game. There's some dude talking, sitting there in his chair, eating Cheetos and drinking Chibuku. Neither of which is true. And so they just come in for a moment, and they're gone, just like that. And then for every person that stays for the entire 2 hours, and that person's for 30 seconds, now it's no longer an average 2-hour view. It's an average 1-hour view. And see how that shrinks up? Anyway, thanks. We'll have to watch in separate rooms. Okay. All right. Oh, you guys have to watch in separate rooms. Gotcha. All right, that's going to do it, folks. Thanks you so much. Really enjoyed this one this weekend. It's been a fun weekend, especially watching incredible stuff. Right now, Stade Rochelet and Toulon are playing in France in the top 14, which is underway in France. Beautiful weather there. My goodness. They're just a minute, 20 seconds into that game. I'm not going to cover that. I don't cover the top 14. Colin loves the Bulls. Yeah, I can see that. But, so what an incredible weekend. We had historic weekend. The hiding last night for the game I covered, Australia just got smacked down, the biggest loss in the history of the Wallabies, losing by 40 points to the Pumas at home in Santa Fe. Unbelievable second half for the Pumas. They could have scored another 30 points if they had more time. That was a hiding, historic defeat for the Wallabies. And then also for the Springboks, they have won 4 straight against the All Blacks for the first time since 1949. 75 years since they last won 4 straight against the All Blacks. They beat them 35-7 at Twickenham. They beat them in the World Cup final. They beat them last week at Ellis Park and this week in Cape Town. 4 in a row. Oof. The Springboks. Not pretty, but they won. Also, anyways, a lot of history made there. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up here, folks. Thanks a lot. Tries from Fundameva for the Bulls, then Dylan Richardson for the Sharks, then Ambrose Papier for the Bulls. An incredible try, by the way. And then Hendricks' try was pretty good, too. All right, there you go. 24-18 is the final from Kings Park in Durban. That's going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll catch you next time, and appreciate you being here. God bless, and have a good week ahead.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.